Audio visual, huh? Looks that way. I can tell from a glance that this place is well equipped. Using the time after the homeroom period, I'm getting a small introduction to the school's facilities from Sachi. Normally, this would be the principal's job, but Sachi, so. But she seems to be preoccupied with official duty, so I ended up getting another tour from the class rep.
ライブラリはすべて外部にあるサーバーと高速回線でつながっていて、いつでも短時間で検索し鑑賞することができます。
We got some we got for like a really small, well, not small, but like a specialty school. What I'm trying to say is we got some good shit here.
だからここには DVD とかブルーレイとかは一本もないんです。
So basically, we just could stream anything we want, which would make checking out a movie impossible, I guess. Never mind. Not for those purposes. Damn it!
そうですね。あまねさんはそれで前に残念がってました。
Shit! I thought it was totally something different. Now I'm mad. Sachi smiles a bit wryly as she speaks. Most of this stuff is probably in a pamphlet somewhere, but Sachi's explanations are comparatively to the point, clear, and easy to understand. It seems she's actually quite intelligent.
過去に放送されたテレビ番組も全部ではありませんが鑑賞することができます。ないものについては請求して承認されればサーバーに入れてもらえますので。
I mean, so technically we can stream straight from the server itself, but if it's not on the server, we can't fucking do anything with it. Looks like they weren't that sloppy on casting after all.
え、何のドラマの話ですか？
Don't ask questions. The school drama currently being broadcast. Question mark. Whoop.
以上になります。
God damn, our tour was a long time, wasn't it? Having completed a general review of the school's facilities, Sachi's explanation comes to an end. Thanks. It was a big help.
いえ、これもクラス委員の仕事ですから。
I guess so.
それより風見さんはまだここに残るんですか？
I'm just gonna probably stand here and look out the window and look up at the sky like a badass. Yeah, there's still a classmate I haven't met after all. That's true.
あ、そうですね。
I don't like the sound of that. Hearing my response, Sachi's brisk tone gives way to a hesitant mumble.
あの、
Oh boy, what? What? Come on, Sachi.
いえ、なんでもないです。すみません。
I was gonna say, don't hold out on me, Sachi. Come on. Just, if there's a concern, and she's gone. After a brisk bow, she quickly runs down the hallway. Did I just trigger a death flag just now? I don't think there's a single person in the world who wouldn't worry after that kind of ominous foreshadowing. Well, that might be an overstatement. There are some pretty carefree people around here. I'm just not one of them. Fuck no. We're like not carefree badass. We're oh god. Seems like it would be best to be on my guard. Or more so than usual. What's gonna happen to me? I'm in a nice school. I mean, sure, this girl we haven't met. She might be literally insane, but we don't know. The light flooding in through the windows has shifted from overhead to my side, and I look up at the sky. It won't be too long until the sun sets. Oh, we're literally just waiting. After parting from Sachi, I walk the empty hallways alone. My surroundings are very nearly soundless, thanks to my habitually quiet footsteps. However, inside the stillness, I sense a definite presence at my destination. She finally show up? Space Marines? I hear a faint sound from the interior of the previously silent classroom. With that confirmation, I slowly open the door. Oh. Hi? Question marks? The moment I enter the classroom, tension fills the air. Oh, she's like the tough one, ain't she? Oh, Jesus. Don't kill me. Behind a window seat desk in the middle of the classroom, a chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. My immediate impression of the girl. She doesn't appear particularly friendly. Hey. That's all you got? And he said, yo. I'm not going to say yo. That's cheesy. Well, it might not be the most polite first greeting. I call out casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sakaki Yumiko, right? Her expression doesn't change. Look at she's so mad looking. What? Sitting on the chair, absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at me. I'm Kazama Yuji, occupation student. I'm a new student here as of today. I come to a halt in front of her desk. She let me get this far. So I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. Pulling out a chair from the desk in front of her, I sit down. At the moment, we're a meter apart. She's gonna, deck me in the face. You understand this? Nah, I'm a badass. I won't let that happen. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so tensely that she seems to be forgetting to breathe. Rather than staring, her expression could probably be more accurately described as glaring. So, I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. Heard you'd probably be around in the evening. I keep talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. Maybe she's got a psychological problem with men, like Machina? I don't think they'd load that into two characters at once. But then again, she didn't try to run when I approached her. I changed my position to seat in her to face her directly. Straddling the chair, I leaned forward slightly. Oh, we're doing the straddly chair. When the motion has closed the 1 meter gap between us down to about 70 centimeters. I'd like to at least confirm your identity. Hey! As if to declare her refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands from her seat and briskly moves to the exit of the classroom. Wow! How about at least responding to me, God? I follow her immediately. Oh, let's not be creepers. The woman opens the classroom's rear door just enough for one person to pass and tries to slip her way outside. Hey! Calling out again. I try to follow her through the gap. Oh! She just fucking slammed that shit on me. In that moment, the woman forcefully slams the door shut. She clearly closed it, knowing full well I was trying to follow. Oh! Her expression betrays surprise. Maybe she'd been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door or back off from having it slammed in my face. Instead, the door she'd attempted to slide closed is firmly held open in my hand, 'cause I'm a badass. An outcome she apparently hadn't been prepared for. You could have broken my hand, you know that? Although she's the one who's trying to shatter my fingers, she's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy. Maybe I am in her mind. I don't know. What exactly did I do to deserve this from someone I've never met before? I'm just looking for an introduction. Opening the half-shut door, I take a step forward. Ooh, here we go. She doesn't back down. Oh! Whoa! She's trying to... Quite the greeting. God, we're just so sweet! I stop the motion of her hand about 5 centimeters before its target. It isn't the most efficient block, but for the purpose of diffusing a reckless hostility, an easily comprehensible action seems necessary. I was expecting something of the sort. But you favor the classic slap to the face, I see. I expected a punch. Maintaining my grasp on the woman's wrist, I stare her down at short range. Oh, we're gonna understand each other from this. As for the woman, she's staring right back, her eyes open wide in shock, completely still. You know the touch? That there's no music during this whole part? Oh, it's so good. Well then, let me ask you again. The strong orange glow of the evening sun illuminates the classroom. Are you Sakaki Yumiko? Ah, now I hear the music. Her expression hostile as ever, the woman slowly opens her mouth. With an air of slight resignation, but clearly unwavering in her refusal of any relation to me, she speaks. Oh, my God. Alright, good to meet you. That's what... As the evening sun fell behind a cloud, its light dimmed and the classroom filled with shadow. With the sound of Yumiko's breath and the faint roar of the waves from beyond the walls... I almost said whales. The curtain was raised on my normal school life. Student. Not school. Brain. There's the opening I was waiting for. So I've heard that in this game that your order in which you do the routes actually matters in some way, because some routes might ruin other routes and or characters. It's supposed to be read in a specific way. Us, we ain't fucking doing that. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm excited though. I'm excited. You see all that shit? See all the shit in the intro? The interval between classes, or recess. Recess is fundamentally a time for lazing around, giving a half-assed 10-minute break. Most people won't be able to put in any real use. I myself imagined a school life along those relaxed lines, and was looking forward to spending more aimless time right around now. But... What, again? Oh. Whoa! Why? That slightly pitiful hope was shattered all too quickly. Of course, I'm not going to break a sweat from any attack of Yumiko's, but being slashed at with a blade ain't like the kind of pleasant breather I had in mind. Is this what she's gonna do? I'm a badass. What do you expect? I guess she had thought it's a particularly well-timed attack, judging from the shocked gaze she's directed at me as she catches her breath. Of course, given that conspicuous clicking sound of her plainly audible footsteps, she might as well have been screaming, "Here I come!" But time moves at half speed in my immediate vicinity. Giving a straight answer would be a pain, so I pull something out of my ass. Yeah, I'm just screwing with you. I love this guy. You and me, we're gonna reach an understanding at some point. Maybe it's just me, but I think you were trying to stab your classmate. And that's just something a lot worse. She's right! This woman's copy of the criminal code seems to be missing the page on attempted murder. I mean, listen, if you have some sort of mutual understanding, which I feel like we kind of do, not really, but it's getting there. But judging from the way she momentarily bought my nonsense, she's unexpectedly an airhead. Maybe a bit naive, would be a nice way to put it. Oh, I can't forget. Also, put away the knife, or the box cutter. There's only 6 of us here. It'd be harder to forget. This fucking woman, the fuck, man. Still glaring in my direction, Yumiko retracts the blade of her box cutter. God, I heard that. Okay, bye. And snorting in displeasure, leaves with a flutter of her skirt. God damn it. I could have been warned at least. When I return to the classroom, Amine strikes up a conversation. I guess the story of the knife assault in question has already spread around the classroom, as my problem with Yumiko seems to be common knowledge. It's not like she's doing me any harm, but I can't say I'm enjoying this. I wouldn't want to watch my back all the time. Then again, we're a badass, so that's all we do. In our first encounter, I approached the stubbornly silent Yumiko in a physical sense. The outcome was her initial act of rejection. In part, that might have been the result of my own heightened awareness. Sachi's heavy-handed foreshadowing put me on guard, and I have a tendency not to trust someone I'm meeting for the first time. At that time, while I certainly felt animosity from her, it wasn't so intense as to discourage me from approaching. Now it is. However, from our second encounter on, Yumiko bared open hostility toward me. What's worse, apparently having come to the conclusion that it wasn't a match for me barehanded, she's been swinging around a box cutter, of all things. According to Amine, it seems that Yumiko has something of a habit of brandishing retractable knives at people. Why? Of course, her goal is usually more intimidation than anything else, but speaking as the target this time, I could sense there's a part of her that's seriously trying to stab me. It's not the best feeling in the world.
ライバルとして認められたってことじゃないのかな。あの子、うちらには威嚇の意味で歯を出したりはするけど、本当に切りつけたりはしないし。
Wait, she threatens all of you guys with knives? Oh my god. I'd really prefer to avoid that kind of recognition, to be honest with you.
いきなり接近しようとするからよ。近寄ってわからなかった？あの子の周りに強烈に張られたバリア。
Well, yeah, but we're a badass. Like, do we care? Do we really care about anything? Didn't notice.
ユージ君って強そうに見えるけど、鈍感さは命取りになりそうね。
Oh, don't give me that foreshadowing so early in the game. I'm pretty perceptive when my life's in danger, but I don't really feel that level of threat from Yumiko.
ユージ君って普通の恋愛とかちゃんとできるの？
Oh, well, you'll just have to find out now, won't you? My master did say I was exceptionally unskilled in that department.
師匠？
Oh, no. At any rate, I want to do something about Yumiko's aggressive rejection of me. For that purpose, I'll need to talk to someone familiar with her circumstances.
はいはい。ホームルームを始めるわよ。
Can we discuss something real quick, Teach, please? With the attendance book in her hand as usual, our carefree principal appears. I guess Chizuru is the only one I can ask. Yup. In conclusion, Yumiko seems to hate me. A lot. She's brandishing a knife. That's normal for her, but, she's trying to kill me?
榊さんがどうかはともかく。あなたが嫌われる理由はよくわかるわ。
Wow. Are you fucking... Listen. That some just can't take my awesomeness. Oh, well, let's hear it.
ほうじゃないわよ。事情を知っていて暇そうなのは学園長ぐらいしかいないと思ったから聞きに来たって。わざわざ宣言して部屋に入ってくるとか何考えてるのよ。
Well, I'm right. What are you doing other than teaching when you're not teaching? I only said what I was thinking. Was I wrong?
違うわよ。一応。
More or less. Got it. Indifference to your feelings. No matter how much I think you're lazing around, I'll keep it quietly buried in my heart from now on. How's that?
そんなこと言われたら疑心暗鬼になるだけでしょ。
God, we're just the best. What do you want from me? Spare me the vague complaints. What's your pleasure?
だから嫌われるのよ。
Do you have an idea?
なんでも。で、質問の答えだけど。
I'm like actually dying. The principal, cup in hand, lowers herself across the sofa I'm reclining on.
榊さんはこの学園の創設以来の学生なの。
Oh, so she's like an original? This place just opened recently though, right?
ほぼね。一応学園の設立は今から1年前ぐらいだから。彼女はその時からここにいるのよ。
Okay. But what about the stabbing? I see. What does that have to do with her stabbing? I mean, rejecting me. Before responding to my question, she takes a sip of coffee from the cup in her hand.
自分のテリトリーに入ってくるのが怖いんでしょ。
Well, yes, but she does this with everyone. Not the slashing part, but frightening.
そう。これまでは自分の認識できるものしかここには来なかったのに、いきなり異性の、それも得体の知れない人間が自分の近くに入り込んできた。
Suspicious. I literally told her what I'm here for. I'm a transfer student. Fuck! Principal Tachibana takes a pen in her empty hand and jabs it toward me to emphasize her point.
なので排除しようとしたってことじゃないかしら。
But I'm a student. I told her I didn't come in and say, hey, I'm here to do naughty things to you or something. I don't know. I could have gotten way worse there, but I had decided against it. Hazing, is it? A bit of bullying comes with being a fresh recruit, but I didn't expect the same here.
いじめにしてはいじめられる側が強力すぎるけどね。
This is attempted murder. Apparently unconvinced by the idea of Sakaki stealing my lunch money, Principal Tachibana hides a snort of laughter behind her hand. Although it's certainly amusing considering the balance of our physical strength, I don't see how I can manage a decent student life at this rate. I have to keep my eye open while I'm sleeping. I'm honored to have provided a moment of amusement for our perpetually overworked principal, but I came here hoping to have a path toward overcoming this challenge illuminated by your educational guidance.
あなた、実は私をいじめる目的でここに来たんでしょ。
That's only a side effect. not the actual goal. Cranky from beginning to end, ultimately the principal didn't provide me with any useful advice. This is what a school is like. So, I figured out, I'll figure it out for yourself. Normal school life means a few problems like this. I do have to admit she managed to dodge the issue reasonably well with that last line. In any case, since she didn't have a clear answer for me, I'm left with no choice but to do as she says, and try to work on this over time. It's not really my style to go with the flow like this, but if that's the proposal of my educational guide, there's no helping it. Yeah, problems like getting oh! Jesus! Look at us! We don't even care! We don't even care!
スパーリングみたいになってきたわね。新兵を手のひらの上であしらう教官なのよさ。
Who's the fresh recruit here, though?
最初はハラハラしましたけど、こうなってくると緊張感のかけらもないですよね。
Sachi's like, now I just don't care anymore.
どうして？
Because I'm awesome! The result of going with the flow. Yumiko's attacks have been continuing without any particular change to date.
ユージもしっかり相手しちゃうから。
Listen. Look, could you quit it already?
うるさい。
I'm a true badass. You are only slightly badass. Oh, there she goes. Her movement's thrown off by my sudden sidestep. Yumiko staggers forward unsteadily. She tries desperately to regain her balance, resulting in a ridiculous pose in strong contrast with her usual haughty demeanor. Michiru lets out an involuntary giggle at the spectacle. Oh, that knife is going to be pointed at you now. She instantly pierced by Yumiko's furious glare.
ごめんなさい。
What a whip! Wow. Ignoring Michiru as she cowers behind her desk, Yumiko storms out of the classroom in a towering rage.
言っちゃった。
You can't blame this on me.
このところずっとリプレイを見せられているようです。怖かった。何よあの目。相変わらず人を凍えさせるのに十分な威力を持ってるわよ。
Listen, you guys just gotta be like me and realize she's not that threatening.
チルチルにはきっと血の報復があるのよさ。
What? Why are you talking like this?
ちょっとやめてよマキナ。お楽しみに。
I don't think it will.
お楽しみにじゃねえ。
Scenes like this one were familiar by now. With the exception of Michiru, everyone else seems perfectly calm. Even if this little routine doesn't bother them, as a directly concerned party, it's problematic. Hey, Amane. In response to my call, she points to herself with her index finger, silently asking, Me? What the When I nod, she approaches in her usual pointless, sexy way.
何どうしたの？榊さんとの対戦格闘に疲れたから私の胸の中で安らぎたくなった？
Though, yes, that... Wait, why are you all flirty all of a sudden? Whatever, Would you want that sort of sex worker style treatment?
ユージ君がそれを望むのならそういう日があってもいいかな？
Oh my god. Well, I guess we're more... Well, I guess we have gotten to know each other a little bit more, I suppose. I'll be sure to keep that offer in mind, but that's not what I need today. Maybe later.
は？ 何なの？
She seems rather irritated after that. Alright, what? You've known her, you know, Yumiko, for a long time, right?
そりゃ確かに多少は他の子よりかは付き合いも長いけど。
Any ideas about the reason she's rejecting me this intensely?
ごめん、わからない。ああいう子でしょ？正直、事務的なこと以外に話す機会もあまりないのよね。
I see.
ユウジ君も来たことだし、これから少しずつ話とかできればとは思うけど、今は私もほぼデフォルトに近い状態なのよね。
See, you guys are at that state of just, I can ask her like random questions, but other than that, nah, not some deep shit. Certainly, Yumiko hardly seems the type to open up and reveal herself to someone just because they've known each other for a while. I guess I'll have to find a solution myself, after all. Thanks anyway. Let me know if something else comes to mind. With those words, I move to exit the classroom. If Yumiko's reaction continues to take this form, I'll have no chance but to choice but to ask the principal's advice again. And at the moment I open the door and prepare to leave,
仲間意識かな。
I stop at the sound of Amine's voice.
ユウジ君ってさ、よそから来た人じゃん？そういうとこ、あの子は異物感があって嫌なのかもね。
Well, we already knew she sees me as an intruder. Well, she's saying the same thing as the principal, huh? Does it feel that way to you as well, Amine?
私はそんなことないわよ。ユウジ君を全力で支援しちゃうから。
Well, at least we have someone on our side, I suppose. It's a little hard to take all that all seriously given the flow of this conversation.
ユウジ君のこと、仲間だって思ったら戦いも終わるかもね。
Well, how the fuck do I do that? Also, I thought when I was about to go out that door, I was about to get stabbed, but I was going to dodge, and the knife would have went in the door, and I would have been like, yes, badass. I returned to the dorm and wandered the hallways without any particular objective. Compared to shutting myself up alone in my room, it's easier to gather my thoughts. One of the group, huh? I recall Amine's parting words. It's easy for her to say, but actually getting the island of a human being to recognize me as a friend seems next to impossible. First of all, we're not even on speaking terms yet. Oh, this late already. The sun is sinking below the window frame, casting shadows along the hall. About time for me to return to my room. Well, guess I'll try talking to her tomorrow. I scratch my head as I turn to my bedroom. The sound of slippers echoes roughly in the hallway. Yumiko might have her own sort of set of internal rules, since she hasn't tried to attack me even once while inside the dorm. It's not that I was particularly off my guard as a result of that assumption. Rather, it was probably because it happened at this particular time of day, or so I would reflect to myself later. Oh! I knew it! Evening. A hallway in the dormitory lit by the setting sun. At the flash of the thrusting light, I react instinctively and grab her arm firmly. Whoop! Stop it! With her arm captured, Yumiko's face stiffens. The box cutter, blade still extended, rattles around at her feet, turning in circles around the handle. Trying the element of surprise now. Yumiko's expression changes from shock to fear. Oh, that's what tips me off that I'm not wearing my peaceful face. Sorry. It was so sudden I couldn't hold back. I didn't want to frighten her. I thought I could play the normal student. I wanted to convince myself that I could. Look, Yumiko. Still gripping her arm. I look into her eyes and speak. I'm not your enemy. Ooh! Yumiko's expression betrays uncertainty for a moment. But just as quickly it settles back into her customary mask. But it doesn't look like you're convinced of that yet, so let me just say one thing. Releasing her arm, I pick the box cutter lying in front of her feet. Carefully retracting the blade, I hold it out to Yumiko. I won't cause you harm, and I won't pry into your business. That's a promise. So stop this. It's pointless. I'm a badass, you just can't. Observe me and reach your own conclusions. If I'm lying, You can always try stabbing me again. Stumbling, Yumiko retreats a single step. Bye. Oh, and then we just turn around and leave this time. Turning around, I return to my room. Normally, Yumiko would seize such an opportunity to attack. But something's different now. Her elongated shadow is still in the hallway and is silent except for the small sound of her breathing. Ooh. Okay, now we have that small little baby understanding. After that day, Yumiko's attacks come to an abrupt halt. The scenes of sudden violence disappeared from our classrooms and hallways. Although Amne barraged me with questions about the abrupt change, it wasn't really something I could talk about. I vaguely deflected her interest. If I can use this as an opportunity to slightly improve my relationship with Sakaki, it's very welcome from the perspective of my normal campus life. Ooh. Hey. Come on, at least say hi. Shit. As usual, to call Yumiko's behavior when we come across each other curt would be an understatement. But at the very least, judging from the clearly different way she's looking at me, her observation period seems to be ongoing. Hey, she's actually speaking words at me. Unless it's about my weakness, I'll answer. That's a shame. Come up with something else. She occasionally talks to me like this, but instead of friendly chats about our lunch plans, we have instigative inquiries and careful negotiations. Even so, I suppose it's a considerable improvement over outright bloodshed. I don't have one. I killed my Achilles heel long ago. Is that your idea of social interaction between classmates? Right then. I open my hands in an exaggerated American-style shrug. Well, good luck to you, Yumiko. American style? I think it's time to leave before she starts probing any further. No, I like saying Yumiko rather than Sakaki, okay? Seems like she's hung up on that point. After those events, I've been intentionally addressing Yumiko by her first name. The family name would actually be more appropriate here, but I've got a bit of a reason for doing this. Says the woman who's never referred to me as anything but you. Damn, man. Look, you show us that respect, we'll give you your respect. That's how we play, that's how we roll. So you're saying, as classmates, we should both use last names. Yumiko's expression clearly reads, oh crap. Got him! Isn't that the starting point for building a cordial relationship? God, we're so cool. Alright, in that case, I'll take our friendship to the next level by making up a pleasant nickname for you. You could do the same for... Oh my god. It might be a little early for that, so I propose starting with last names. Yumiko hesitates briefly, but before long, she opens her mouth stiffly and in a tight voice. Ooh! Okay, we're making progress. After speaking those words with a cramped attempt at a smile, she stalks off. Yeah, best regards, Sakaki. Thus, after great hardship, I finally succeeded in establishing an absolute minimum level of communication with my 5th classmate. Seems this student life thing is pretty rough in its own way. Damn right it is, because all these fucking students aren't normal. When I push open the heavy glass doors, I find the lobby in utter silence. Exchanging my outdoor use shoes for slippers I use in my room, I reach for the board hanging above the shoe racks and flip the magnetic name tag reading Kazami Yuji, occupation student, from out to in. A glance at the other name tag reveals that Sakaki, Sachi, and Amane are all in, but there's no one in the lobby. They're probably shut up in their rooms doing homework. Hold on. There wasn't homework assigned today, which would mean my hypothesis just can't be accurate. Then what? When students shut themselves in their rooms, homework and masturbation are the only things that come to mind. Although I gave the matter a little thought, I don't plan on going around and confirming my new conjecture. It's just a guess. Well, what would three of them masturbating at the same time? I don't think so. Or maybe it's just a guess, and no matter what sort of vile filth they're getting off to, that's their prerogative. In this case, pretending not to notice would be the kinder thing. Having reached that conclusion, I reach out to the door of my room, but in doing so, I notice that the bit of tape is stuck to my door as a seal has been ripped off. Someone's in the room. The fuck? Backing away from the door for a moment, I quietly press my ear against the wall, but can't hear any noises from inside. Doesn't seem like a typhoon is laying waste to the room in my absence, but either way, if it's someone stupid enough to miss the tape, no need to be careful. I forcefully swing open the door to my room. Oh! Don't move!
びっくりした。急にドア開けないでよ。
What are you doing here? Who called for a stripper for me? It's not my birthday. You got the wrong room, woman.
ごめん。予想外の反応。前にいた学校じゃ誕生日に友達が寮の部屋にストリッパーを呼ぶようなサプライズがあったわけ？
I didn't have a standard at that school. This might be a good time to tell you guys I have switched over to the uncensored version. What? It's just Amine. Why are you in my room?
なぜって言われてもな。この部屋で着替えるのはいつものことだし。
Well, you're gonna have to not do that because it's my room now. Jesus. Amine points to a large overnight bag laying on the floor, presumably containing her spare
こ
clothes.
の部屋だけ冷蔵庫が大きいのよ。いっぱい買い物した時とか、この部屋の冷蔵庫を使わせてもらってるの。
Why are you naked?
そりゃ着替えてるところにいきなり踏み込まれたからでしょ。学校から帰ってすぐに買い物に行きたい時はここで着替えるのよ。
Well, at least she's not the kind that's like getting really angry or hitting us or anything when we see her naked. She's just like, it's just a thing. Or, well, she probably wants us to see her naked, honestly. You got your own room, right?
私の部屋2階だし面倒じゃない。
Yeah. So it's laziness. When I was a grade schooler, I had friends who'd throw their bags out by the door after school so they could go get back outside faster. I guess their brain works on the same
着
level.
替え続けてもいい？
Mind if I watch? Fine, I suppose.
そんなところに突っ立ってないで入ったら？
Oh, she is gonna let us watch. I'll come in whether you invite me or not. It's my room. I walk into the room, hold a glass under the faucet in the sink and fill it with tap water.
あのさ。
Oh, god damn it. What? I swig down tepid water from the glass.
普通入るかな。
Actually, what? Your sentence is missing both a verb and an object.
いやだからさ、女の子が着替えてるんだよ。普通遠慮しない？
You're, well, maybe, but you're a different kind of girl. You're like very, whatever. I'm not a normal man. And you were the one who barged into my room. It's just logic that I get to come back into my room, regardless of what's happening.
それはそうなんだけれども。
If you don't want to be seen, how about being frank about it and telling me to get out?
失礼ね。見られて困るような体してないわよ。
I didn't think she'd do that, as in, like, kick us out. Like I said, she's... Want me to stick a 20 in your panties or something?
だからストリッパーじゃないっての。
If you say so, you seem pretty used to this. Ha!
そりゃこっちのセリフよ。そうやってビール片手にテレビで野球観戦する親父みたいにじっと見られても落ち着かないじゃない。
What do you expect? I'm not a normal man, but I'm still a man. If you didn't want to be seen, you should have said so from the start. I'll be outside. Call me when you're done changing.
いいわよ。すぐ着替え終わるから。
Don't bother. Just stay here. Fuck. What a troublesome woman. What do you want from me?
そこでおとなしくじっとしてなさい。
Nice tits.
感想とかいらないから。
I love this guy. He's the best. That's gonna be a constant thing throughout this whole game. I'm always probably gonna be like, I love this man. Returning my empty glass to the sink, I turn my back on Amine for a moment, breaking into my room as she pleases, throwing her fucking big old tits around as she pleases, and then gets pissed at me as she pleases. I don't have any real obligation to be considerate of someone like that, but, well, this kind of thoughtfulness is what keeps society moving smoothly.
ねえ、ユージくん。
Are you seriously... What?
君、なんだか妙に女慣れしてるよね。お姉さんとかいるの？
I mean, my master was a woman, so I'm a big woman, in fact, like you are, so... Well, I did have one.
いたって、今はいないの？
Oh, this is about to get real sad, ain't it? In a second. She's dead. Damn! Oh, why?
そっか、ごめんね。無神経なこと聞いて。
It's been years. Not a problem.
じゃあさ、無神経ついでにもう一つ聞いてもいい？
What?
お姉さんの名前は？
Kazuki.
カズキ？
I know. Kind of a weird name for a girl. It's actually written with the characters for one and princess.
珍しい名前だね。
Why do you ask?
別に、ただの興味本位。
I see. My sister is a topic I'd prefer to avoid as much as possible. Not because it's too painful to remember her death or anything sentimental like that. I just don't want to get in a heavy mood for no good reason. Maybe Amine picked up on my reaction since she didn't ask anything else about the subject. Damn, son. Although she's a troublesome, selfish woman, I can honestly appreciate that part of her.
お待たせ。着替え終わったよ。
Good. I wasn't really waiting.
どう？似合う？
Hmm? Now that I look, Amine's wearing a pointlessly skimpy outfit. Even if it's summer, this is a bit over the top. Too much exposure. Your breasts are you are barely staying in that thing.
はあ、いいのいいの。せっかくいいの持ってんだから、半分ぐらいちらつかせておかないと損じゃん。
Damn, she's my kind of woman, right? Waste of resources.
この格好で商店街に買い物に行くと、なぜかみんなサービスしてくれるのよね。
Oh my god. This woman's trying to disrupt the economy of the shopping district via her tits? She's taking advantage of this.
あーって何よ。
Nothing. Nothing at all. If you're done, hurry up and go. The dirty old men at the shopping district are clutching their 20s in anticipation.
そうだね。そんじゃあ行こうか。
I thought I would get some comeback. I didn't get anything. As she speaks, Amine grabs my arm like a border patrol agent seizing an illegal immigrant from Mexico. What was that metaphor? What are you trying to pull? Get off.
ねえ、お買い物に付き合ってよ。
God damn it all to hell. Why do I have to come?
今日は10キロのお米を買うから運ぶの手伝って。
Now that's just an excuse right there. Even if you don't rope me into this, with that huge body, 10 kilos shouldn't be an issue. Or so I thought, but courteously didn't put into words. We are dealing with a woman here, technically speaking. In the first place, she's only large for a woman. I'm 5 or 6 centimeters taller. So I guess Amine's gotten sick of me staring at her silently as she jerks me closer by the arm and she's grasping.
おっぱい見せてあげたじゃん。買い物ぐらい付き合ってくれてもバチ当たんなくない？
Fair trade. I don't remember asking to see her breasts. This woman's logic is completely incoherent. Maybe it's just me, but isn't this roughly equivalent to the way the Gestapo would arbitrarily execute Jews and then send their family a bill for disposing the corpse? Ooh.
なになんか不満そう。見るだけじゃ足りないなら、もんどく軽くつまむ程度に。
God damn it, this woman just knows how to push all my buttons, doesn't she? If you think flash your tits will make any man do your bidding, you got another thing coming, cause I'm awesome.
まあまあ、どうせ暇なんでしょ。うちの学校、今までは男子っていなかったから、力仕事は全部私に回ってきたのよ。かわいそうだと思わない？
You are the biggest and the strongest, so all that labor falls to you, I suppose. When you've got a physique like that, I think it's probably inevitable.
これからは電球が切れても、ユージ君がいれば安心だね。そんじゃ行こうか。
God damn it, I guess I have no choice, do I? As she speaks, Amine intertwines herself around my arm, pushing her famous breast onto me. Hey!
わっちはこう見えても休暇を実家に持つ母親の娘ぞ。本来であれば裸を見たあんたには責任取って結婚してもらうところよ。
That's bullshit. So I'm fucked. This fucking girl. The fact that I just spent a good second thinking about anti-helicopter mines is frankly completely ridiculous. But the world has been seeming like an extremely ridiculous place recently. No point getting too down about it. Fine. You just need me to carry rice, right?
そうそう。最初からそうやって素直にうんって言ってりゃ可愛いのにね。
I don't have a sweet bone in my body anymore. I've heard it's better not to be loved by God or big women if you want a long life.
何それ？
Just a joke. Let's get going already.
ちょっとやだ、待ってよ。
Let go of my arm. I don't need you clinging all over me. It's gross. It's stifling. I might get cooties.
本当は嬉しいくせに。ってあれ？ユージ君、なんかいい匂いする。香水とかつけてる？
Always wear cologne. And don't press your nose against me and snuffle. You're not a dog. Ow! Honestly, carrying some rice isn't really a big deal, but if I'd agreed from the start to save myself the effort of resistance, it's easy to see she'd take that as a license to push increasingly unreasonable requests on me. If you're smart, you start rejecting people's requests at a 80% of your real tolerance level. God damn it. This fucking girl, man. I can't. This is great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually really enjoying this game. Really enjoying this game so far. And it's what the best part is. It can only get better. I know it's gonna get real fucked up probably. But I don't care. Right now I'm just enjoying the happy.